In this lecture, we're going to see how our box container class plays out with algorithms that expect forward iterators. And we're going to be using the replace algorithm as an example. So here is really what we want to do in this lecture. We want to set up a box container and put in some data. And we want to use our box container with the replace algorithm. What we really want to do is find each instance of 7 and replace that with 777. We're going to see how this plays out. And again, I hate to break it to you, this is going to work out of the box because we have all the operators that are expected by the replace algorithm. The replace algorithm needs a dereference operator that it is going to go through to change the data if it needs to do so, but it also needs a plus operator through which it's going to go through to navigate through the collection. And we have all these operators, and we even have an equals operator or a not equals operator the algorithm can use to check if it has reached the end of our collection here. So this is going to work out of the box. Now that you know this, we're going to head over to Visual Studio Code and play with this a little more. Here we are in our working folder. The current project is custom forward iterator, and we're going to be reusing the code from the last lecture. So let's copy everything from there. We're going to paste in the current project. Let's do this. And we are going to open this up in Visual Studio Code by dragging and dropping here. This is going to give us our project here. And we can remove whatever it is we don't need. I don't think we need our output stream operator here because we're not going to be using a vector. And we can just remove whatever it is we don't need here. And what we really want is to print out our box. And then we're going to loop through it, replacing every instance of 7 with 777. And we're going to be using the ranges replace algorithm here. If we pass this through the compiler, we're going to see that it is going to work. But the first thing I want you to see is that this is working because our iterator that we have in box container has everything that is needed by the replace algorithm here. If we go to CPP reference and say replace, let's say std ranges replace, I think we have that here. If we look at our possible implementation, we're going to see that all we really need is the ability to go forward. You see we are incrementing on our iterator here. We need the ability to dereference, and we need a not equals operator that we're going to use to check when we have reached the end of the collection, and that's going to work. That's why the code here is working out of the box. Let's pass this through the compiler. We're going to use Clang, but you can really use any compiler. So the build is good. We can, let's make sure we take this out. We're going to bring out a terminal window. And if we clear and run Rooster, this is going to work. We're going to find every instance of 7, and we're going to replace that with 777. And that's what we have right here. And this is really all I wanted you to see in this lecture. We're going to stop here in this one. The next one, we're going to see how our box container class plays with algorithms that expect bidirectional iterators. Go ahead and finish up here and meet me in the next lecture.